Hello there, and a very, very warm welcome to this week's France Buying Guys YouTube presentation. Well, it's a change of venue this week. As you can probably see, Mr. Fixit and I are in England for a few days to see family and friends, and also because we are selling our flat. Now, it occurred to me that sometimes it does take quite a leap of faith to move abroad, and I guess that there's almost always going to be a slight element of fear attached to making such a big decision. So this week, I thought it might be useful to talk about that and let you know something about how we've gone about finally deciding to stay and live in France. Maybe you're on the verge of doing the same thing, but haven't quite got to that stage yet. Well, this is where we can help you here at the Overseas Guides Company. We've got, as I know you'll see, some fantastic educational material, both in our France Buying Guide and also here on our newly revamped France website. So do take a look. There's bound to be something there that will answer some of your more burning questions on moving to France. Well, as you know, Mr. Fixit and I love living in France, and what we found, particularly I think on coming back here for a short period to England, is that we've become familiar with the French way of life. We love the space. We've got used to the shops closing for a couple of hours every lunchtime and a different way of shopping. It's true that our kitchen isn't quite up and running yet. I'm sure you've been following my blog, but even if it were up and running and I had a big freezer available, I'm sure even then I will still shop the way the French do, which is mostly by going to markets and finding fresh foods. We have Les Halles in Narbonne, which is a wonderful covered market, truly like a painting, the way food is displayed. People tend to go and actually feel and touch the fruit and veg, nothing's wrapped in plastic. That's what I've become familiar with and what I love. A reader wrote to me recently and asked me what actually is the key to living happily and peacefully in France. And having given this some thought, I think the answer lies in integrating and going with the flow, finding the differences interesting rather than irritating. Everybody feels happier when their surroundings are familiar to them. So this means giving it some time, as we have done. We've been there over a year now, and actually going there with the attitude of wanting to make it all work. We've discovered that the more we're in France, the more we want to be there. It really does actually remind us, I'm afraid, of how England used to be, and I think a lot of people would agree with me there. So if you're looking to move to France and you want that final push, you have come to the right place. I often feel actually as though we're walking adverts for French life, but maybe you have a question I haven't covered here. Please let me know if you have. Call our office or email me. I'll be delighted to help. Well, we'll be back home in France this weekend, and I would like to take this opportunity of wishing you a very, very happy Easter and an extended bank holiday. If you're planning a trip, let us know too. I'm sure we can help you with that. Anything you want me to cover, let me know. So I will leave you from quite a sunny England, next week in France. Happy Easter, enjoy your holidays, and vive la France!